The streets of gold. The streets of gold. Man, I mean, this is a very touching message, a very heavenly message for sure as well. But yeah, I mean, many of God's people may have, truly heard of, the streets of gold and all that good stuff. But this stuff is truly not for everybody either. And I'm being led by the Spirit of God. But yeah, not everybody will walk the streets of gold concerning God's people on this one. And there's very particular individuals and beings, I would say, that walk the streets of gold concerning heaven, And yeah, I mean, these streets, man, the streets of gold, the streets of gold, this stuff is very real. Yeah, it is real. And yeah, I mean, walking the streets of gold is truly not for all particular followers of God, if I'm being real with you, even though they somewhat may experience it as well. But walking the streets of gold is real. And yeah, it's for particular followers of God, certain people who loved God and who have followed God, stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, walking the streets of gold is real. And these streets are pretty much like immortal streets. They're streets that just are magnificent beyond what you have ever seen, is what I'm trying to tell you. And as you're walking on these streets, I mean, man, there's so much stuff taking place concerning like these streets, man, even as you could be walking on the streets of gold, concerning heaven and stuff. Man, I mean, so much stuff could be just appearing to you angelically. And man, I mean, these streets are just, once again, like immortal streets, meaning like these streets are just so like magnificent and just, once again, immortal. Like, these streets are not no concrete and all that stuff. No. These streets are truly immortal. And these streets are very polished too. God is leading me to say that. These streets are polished, gold, polished. And honestly, these streets are not for everybody and not for all particular followers of God either, if I'm being real with you. But yeah, many followers will walk the streets of gold, and certain people who truly loved God as well. But once again, it's not for every individual nor follower of God. I'm just going to leave it at that. But the streets of gold are real. And yeah, I mean, very particular people will be walking these streets of gold concerning heaven. And yeah, I mean, once again, these streets are immortal and polished gold, and much, much more concerning these streets of gold. There's a lot of vehicles that do ride on these streets as well, and many other certain of many more different things transition throughout these streets of gold. And yeah, I mean, these streets of gold are very much polished. And, the thing is about the streets of gold, yeah, it's not necessarily changing another color, is what I'm trying to tell you. Even though God is able to, do that matter. But these streets of gold are specifically, literally gold, is what you got to understand. It's golder than the golden calf too, being led by the Spirit of God. But it's golder than that. It's way golder, It's way golder because these streets are, once again, immortal. That's what you got to understand. And when I say immortal, I mean they're polished immortal, meaning it's not changing another color, But yeah, I mean, the streets of gold are real. And there is particular followers of God that will walk it. And others, they're not going to be a part of this stuff. But yeah, I'm just telling you, streets of gold are real. And a lot of particular followers of God will walk the streets of gold. And yeah, I mean, many vehicles do travel on these streets and all that type of stuff. And many angelic beings walk on these streets of gold as well. And many of participants of heaven do as well too. So yeah, I mean, the streets of gold are real, and they're, once again, they are immortal streets, and these streets are polished gold, polished, supernaturally gold, if I'm being real with you, and they're not changing colors. That's the thing. It's not changing another color, is what I'm trying to tell you, type of thing. So yeah, I mean, with all that being said, yeah, the streets of gold.